everyone, Ashley here with Scraps, Buttons, and Bows, and I have got a junk journal share for you guys. It's been a while. This one I am in absolute love with, and it is going to go on my shop, but just know that it is an unhappy heart that is parting with this because this one turned out absolutely beautiful. This was a book by Irvin Stone, Those Who Love. And I just loved it for this part where it says Those Who Love. And it's a Christmas one, so it's got the really nice vintage red. It looks maybe a little orange to you guys. And my camera is really particular with its oranges and reds. So the color might be a little bit off. And it is extremely thick and chunky and just divine, actually. It's awesome. It's got a bell charm with gold and red bells and then a little charm hanging from it with some seam binding tied on the side. And then this is the back. And I did cover it with paper on the front and the back, and then that's it. I wanted to leave it open to interpretation or just as it is because it's beautiful paper. And this is the Christmas paper from Prima for 2015. So on the side, I did end up having to put a tie closure because, of course, I'm not happy unless it's exploding with stuff. So there is a seam binding tie closure. You can change it to kind of a chain closure if you like, or what have you. There are 3 signatures, and they're sewn into a faux spine. I like keeping the spines how I feel they should be. So on the inside, it's just got some more of the Prima paper and just lovely. And I left it simple. Now it is quite bulky, but delicious nonetheless. There are a bunch of different pages used in this book. There's music paper. There's plain 24-pound paper. There is composition lined paper. There is composition graph paper. There is also the very old paper that we all used to use in grammar school to learn to write, and it's this paper right here. And it is actual vintage paper. I found it at a thrift store, along with the music note paper, and it's this kind of paper. It's literally yellowed on its own. It's very, very, very exciting and yummy. I absolutely love it. So there's 2 different sizes in here, the 7/8 ruling and then 3/4 ruling. So there is a few of those per signature. Just thought it would be super cute to put in there. So let's go ahead and I'll just start flipping through. There are little pockets made with tags and music note paper to journal on. There are envelopes, and all of the envelopes, I'm not going to open them all, but they've all got some little bits of torn coffee dyed paper. All of this paper is coffee dyed, which means it is acidic. So when you put your pictures in here, know that the coffee is acidic. It could damage the photos. However, I think it would take a very long time. All of the pages are inked with Vintage Photo. I love the tone of Vintage Photo for a very old and vintage looking journal, especially a Christmas one. Little baggy here, you can tuck some little bits in. There are book pages in here. This is actually a book page of the book, and someone actually did spill coffee on it, so I thought that was quite unique. This is one of those old interdepartment envelopes. And it's got some journaling paper in it as well. And then this is composition graph paper. And instead of putting bulky lace in, I gave it some decorative border punching. And there's some of these via airmail envelopes. And I stamped it with the Nutcracker Girl on there. And it says The Magic of Christmas. And then each of these has got some very crispy journal paper in it. I love that sound. Music to my ears. There are doilies in this that have been sprayed with Lindy's Stamp Gang sprays. There are paper clips and tags made out of old time cards. And I just stamped on the back. That's that girl's image that's stamped on that one, on this envelope. And you can tuck underneath the doilies as well. little letters or what have you. And then on the back is part of the paper collection's journaling tag. So here's the lined paper, and then this is that school paper. And so it just kind of goes through a mixture of papers. There's some old writing. Whoever had this music sheet here wrote in pencil. They were counting notes or something. Graph paper. This is an old arithmetic card. Another pocket that is for some tucked journal spots. Music notes, graph paper, tags. So this is the middle where there's a pocket. There are some tags and just a multitude of, this is old ledger paper for journaling spots. This is a card from the collection, the paper collection. And then you've got some additional tags here. I used some of this is the borders from the paper collection to decorate the envelopes, and the leftover pieces I put at the bottom of the tags, and they've got some little gold bits on them. So I'm just going to flip really fast because we're already like 6 minutes into this, and I haven't even gotten through the first signature. So these pages are just the other halves to the front portion of. So here is one of the book pages from this book. I like to incorporate them. And these book pages I use as phalanges. That's what I call them. So there's this part here, but it's so I can attach something like this onto the phalanges. So that's what the book pages are used for, and it gives a great place to journal. So here's the other side of that envelope with more journaling paper. Here's another phalange, and it's holding a vintage Christmas postcard from Coca-Cola and Santa. Here's the other backside to that bag, and you could cut it open if you wanted, or just use it as a place to mat a nice photo. That little manila envelope created a little phalange, so I tucked a card on it. And then that is signature 1, and that is literally a ton of room. So you could use this for your December daily journaling. If you don't do a lot of pictures, but you kind of want to you just kind of want to journal your Christmas month with your family and your traditions and things that you do. This could even be a 3-year journal. I mean, these sections are so big that you could easily fit 1 year of daily journaling in one section. So that could be, you know, this year, and this could be next year, and then the back one could be the following year. I mean, literally, it is that big. And it's not uncomfortable to write on. You just turn, you know, it seems fine. Even at its bulkiest parts, I do kind of pay attention to that, because I know that I personally, if it was, you know, this thick, trying to write on that would be horrific, but it's not. You just put your arm on there and journal down the page. It's fine. Another pocket, graph paper, line paper, more phalanges, more book paper, more of the old school grammar paper. So that's basically what this is. Another one of this. And it just kind of rotates. I just, wherever I randomly wanted to put them. Again, you've got a couple tags, your pocket full of journaling spots, and more doilies. The doilies are mixed throughout. I tried to do 2 per thing. And so here's another envelope. This one has a North Pole stamp on it. And again, it's got journaling paper in it. A postcard here. Another envelope with journaling paper in it. And like I said, all of it's been inked and distressed and coffee stained. So now we're on to signature 3. And again, it's just more of the same kind of stuff in signature 3. This one's one of those old stereo scopes, and it's a Christmas scene. Let's see if you guys can see it. Santa's sitting there with people around it, but I just thought it was cute to incorporate. And again, the pocket with the journaling. There's doilies throughout. This paper clip here. There's tags. In the back, there is a library card pocket. another envelope. So there's one of these envelopes in each signature. And then this one, see if it's not tied. Look how chunky yummy it is. It's just, it feels delicious in your hand. Like it's a great thickness and weight and feeling. Now this one, the paper line came with cut aparts 1 through 25. So I'm going to include it in this junk journal, 1 through 25, just in case someone does want to make this a December daily. I'm going to ink these. So they're little cut aparts that count along, like December 7th, things you could, clip onto your page or glue onto your page or whatever the adhesion method would be. But these are absolutely adorable and I love them. So I'm going to be including these in with this. Whether they get used or not is not my thing. It's whoever gets this journal. So that will be an option as well. And so I just wanted to share this junk journal with you guys. I had a ton of fun making this. It's one of my favorites this year by far. It's just extremely yummy and it feels so good. The weight of it, and just to know that somebody's holiday traditions are written down in this yummy journal is just, I don't know. Could I use any more decorative words? So thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.